Good morning. Having my cup of Java in my art space. There's a little soda that my grandson had last night. I wanted to talk about this picture on my fireplace. I'm in what I call my family room slash studio. I made it my art studio. Growing up, we had a neighbor. Her name was Rubinette Goldstein. She was married to Clifford Goldstein. Mr. Goldstein was a fire chief, African American man who was a fire chief. And as a child, I knew him as a retired man. That's how many years ago it was. And he used to write short stories for, I think it was called Reader's Digest, this little book where people would put in short stories. So that was impressive. Mr. Goldstein did a good job on that. And his wife, we would call her Ruby. Now, I don't know why we call him Mr. Goldstein and call her Ruby and not Mrs. Goldstein. Or call him Uncle Cliff, you know what I mean? But anyway, it was Ruby. I believe she said to us, call me Ruby. Now, I speak of Ruby because that is a photograph she took when she went to Africa, and she sat and stayed with the Maasai. Now, this was back in the 70 something. I think it was in the 70s. It might have been in the 80s. I'm not sure. She actually was in Africa, stayed with the Maasai. She gave me the story about how they were laying down outside sleeping, and she said she felt something really cool go across her body. And she said she looked and it was a snake. She had this huge snake. She said, but it just kept going. It didn't bother me. And she said, I thought it would be, I was always afraid of snakes because I thought they would be slimy. She said, but it was cool and dry. It felt good, actually. I was like, oh my God. Okay. But that was her story. And she said it was quite an experience. Now, if you look at the Maasai, she took this photograph sitting with them. Look at those beautiful faces. Look at them. How pretty are those men? Look at that face. That look. Look at that. Look at his mischievous. Look at that one. That one's mischievous. Like, get that camera out of here. But look at the creativity. Check the hair, the jewelry, the fabrics, the bracelets. Come on. How beautiful is that? But anyway, Ruby was by trade. I think she worked in an office. I think an office assistant. I'm not positive, but I know it wasn't a creative field. But she was a very creative woman. She wrote poetry sometimes. She was great at photography. Look at that. She wasn't a professional, but don't tell me that's not professional. Okay? She was an interior designer, not by trade, but just enjoyed making beautiful things and putting it together. And boy, she was amazing. She could have definitely have been an interior designer, photographer. She's very creative. She did tablescapes, took pictures, and her work is in the Smithsonian Institute. I don't know if it would still remain there, but she was in the Smithsonian. She was. She took a picture of myself and my daughter when she was born. Now, she didn't see me when my other children were born, but I went to visit her, and I had my daughter with me, and she said, oh, my daughter was about 3 months old. I have to take a picture. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful picture. So I had a gele on my head, the African wrap. She pulled it off. She said, take that off. I want your natural hair. And my hair needed to be washed. But I took the picture, and it actually came out beautiful. I will show you that picture. Yeah, I'll show it to you at a later date because I don't want to get up and go upstairs. But anyway, so that's the story of Ruby, who has since passed. She had beautiful collectibles. She had beautiful art, beautiful furniture. She was just an amazing woman. And I'm so glad I grew up knowing her. Okay, so excuse my mess. I mean, literal mess. Look at that. Have you ever... I have to clean this all up, but I'm in the process of working on this baby that I'm struggling with because, as usual, I never really like what I do. It takes me a while to like it, and sometimes I never do like it. But it's a process. I mean, I'm not a pro. I just spoke to my grandson, who is a professional artist, and I said, send me some tips, my brother. Send me some tips. Give me some critique. But anyway, this is my happy place. One of my happy places. And, oh, over here, that's where I do my little workout. And beat the drum a little bit, the conga. Yep, brings the great spirits toward me, the creative spirits, and I'm good to go. Well, guys, I hope this little short was enjoyable for you. Have a beautiful day. Maybe I should post my face, but I don't think anybody want to keep looking at me. What you want to look at me for? Maybe I'll show up in the next video. Peace and love.